Hallo, herzlich willkommen zu meinem Videoblog Zeit für den Wandel. Wir haben gerade die Wandelwoche in Berlin, die Wandelwoche 2018 und ich bin hier bei einem ganz besonderen Lager, das heißt Kunst-Stoffe. Und da geht es darum, dass man alte Materialien, die zunächst mal nicht mehr gebraucht werden, die zunächst mal als übrig geblieben, als Schrott gelten, dass man die nicht wegwirft, sondern dass man die benutzt, dass man die zwischenlagert und dann verkauft und guckt, was passiert und wer das vielleicht noch braucht. Also ein absolutes Gegenkonzept zu unserer Wegwerfgesellschaft, wo von allem zu viel da ist und zu viel hergestellt wird und zu viel weggeworfen wird. Ich bin schon gespannt, wir gehen da mal rein und schauen uns das an.
Our approach is to collect things which are not needed by companies or also private people or big exhibitions and institutions. They always have things which are kind of left over and goes to the trash. The aim to do this is to put down the resources we use in our society and in our economic process. That means we are a small part of kind of a movement which tries to put down our ecological footprint. So what you can see in front is like small stuff you can use for also for working. A lot of people come here and work with kids, so they're doing workshops to do stuff with kids and just doing creative stuff. So they always like looking in this section. Okay, what can I do with these things, especially? Yeah. So you can do everything. You can do a lot of things on everything, kind of. You just have to be creative, and then you can do nice things out of nothing somehow. Yeah. Then we have also things like you see these screening. These are screening walls. They come from the movies. So if somebody want to set up a cinema outside or in a building or something for a workshop, or maybe if it's just for whatever, for a co-working space or something like that, they can also buy a screening wall. Yeah, usually they're quite expensive, but here they cost not a lot. Then you can see here it's a lot of wood. So yeah, most of the wood goes to people who living around here. A lot of people living around here, they're coming, okay, I want to build something in my kitchen, or my bed is broken and I need a piece of that or that, and then here we just try to give them an idea what they can make out of it if they're not sure for themselves. Then we have a lot of fabrics, all kind of fabrics. We have paper, then we have the styrofoam up there. Then we have the metal stuff, which is a little bit complicated because the metal is not used so frequently by people. Because it is, you need the machines to do something else out of it. It's much easier to produce something out of wood than out of metal, because you need different kind of machines. So then we have in the end here we have like carpets, all kind of carpets. Which the carpets also most of the time they come from exhibitions also, because they use the carpet for a week and then usually they throw it away. Yeah. So they come here. Of course they're used, but sometimes they're just used for a week, and that's all. Yeah. This is the rest here. Just watch your step, please. As you can see, it is not a huge storage. You know, if we would have more space, it would make even more sense, because we could like have more stuff, so that it's more attractive for people to come here. But we have to start somewhere. Yeah. And this is the carpets also again. You can see this here. Yeah, they are also they're almost new, because sometimes they're just used for a day. And I think Berlin, now in Berlin there are a lot of repair cafes. In every kind of kiez or every kind of part of the city you can probably find a repair cafe. And you can go there and people can explain you how to repair this stuff. And you make a small donation, so it's a very, very good way to repair things and to use them longer, because we have to use the things longer, because we cannot stay on this kind of resource level we are now using, because we are living on the countries, we are living on Africa, you know, we are living on other people's lives, kind of, you know, we are using far more materials and resources than we should, if you see it on an equal level. Is it heavy? Summer? Okay.
More? Yes. Haven't done a workout yet.
So, but you can maybe take one here. This is 75 kilos. This is a smartphone. On an ecological footprint. One. This is just the smartphone, which is like 150 gram. The smartphone usually, but the ecological backpack it's carrying to take all the resources out of the ground, to produce it, to ship it to China, to put it together, ship it away back to Europe, to recycle it, put the waste to Africa, everything like this. This is like 25 kilos. So everybody who has a smartphone has to carry this. This is your smartphone.
You want to try?
You want to try? You can try. No.
Boah, das sind alles leere Dinger, ne?
Like if people around and they find it, they can
So, wir sind inzwischen ein paar hundert Meter weiter gelaufen und befinden uns vor dem Tauschladen Trial and Error. Da schauen wir jetzt gleich rein. Da laufen auch verschiedene Projekte zusammen, von Tauschen über Upcycling und noch andere Sachen. Ich bin mal gespannt, was es dort zu sehen gibt. Viel Spaß!
The swap shop is a place where people can bring clothes that they don't want to wear anymore and pick up new clothes that they do want to wear. It's not a charity project in any way. This is just about ecology and social support and trying to make a circle of things instead of a direct line from the consumer to the trash, basically, or from the producer to the consumer to the trash, or to the soil, or to Africa, where these clothes, I was told, is harming the local economy. Okay, so interesting to the swap shop is it also produces its own trash, right? Some things come here already ripped or have stains, and no one wants to take them. We need to kind of take these materials and think how can we reuse it and not just put it in the trash. And that's why we do a lot of upcycling workshops. Recently we were doing from t-shirts. We were making t-shirt yarn. That means we make a long stripe of usable material like a rope from it. Then we also do a lot of upcycling things that are from general trash, like not from stuff that is here. So this is an example of how we can make upcycling. So this is made out of t-shirt yarn. Who wants to have a look at it? You. Huh? You can give it to anyone who wants it to look at it and then bring it back. Anyone recognizes this material? You know what it is? These stripes are used to clothing when you buy something online. These stripes, they normally come in one color, but if you collect them, then you get many colors, and then you can make a really cool bag and use it for such things. We did not make it in a workshop, it's just an example, we are not that professional. But we did do this. This is made out of a publication banner, so it's like kind of a bag that's just made without sewing, just by and you see the clothing is from the caps thing. Here's another example, like a house shoe from our slipper from this material, from the t-shirt yarn. You probably saw this in Kunst-Stoffe, you just came from there, no? This is tape, and this is made out of corn conker, so the taps from drinks that were made flat, yeah? And this, the round part, is from a cardboard package of something. You sometimes see them in the street. So upcycling is a lot about seeing what you have and what you can put your hands on, and how you can alter it, how you can make it something that you want to have. Yeah, you can bind books from paper that is not wanted anymore. Oh, it's a bit of a weird one. This is out of bike cube, the stuff that is inside your bike cube. And okay, you can also make like small wallets, you don't need to have a statement piece. Yeah. This is one thing. And then about trash. So behind me you can see banana boxes and pear boxes and apples. And this I picked up all today as a part of our food sharing activity. Do you all know food sharing? Have you heard about it? So it's basically an online platform where anyone can jump in, become a member, and save food from shops and from places that can't sell it or don't want it anymore. We food savers are going there and are sorting out the bad stuff, and people can take it to use it privately, or they can bring it to a fertiler, like this, what we do here in twice a week. Fertiler is basically a spot where the food can be brought, and people from outside the food sharing organization, that means that just people that pass in the street can just come and have it for free to save it from going to the trash where it was going to until then.
Just for the chair. And it's already.
Oh, yeah.
I always put the nice paper with nice sentence there.
Community-supported agriculture project. So, yeah, basically we are also we offer the space in the basement. Everyone that wants can join in this group and get organic food, original from Wandelwoche and without packaging, and pick it up once a week from here and pay once a month. In German it's called Solidarische Landwirtschaft, so solidaric agriculture or community supported agriculture. The idea is that small farmers, farmers with small farms, they don't have to be small themselves, don't have to go through the whole process to come to the market, to the big shops. And this meeting is between people from Berlin that wants to have, like I said, organic local food, and the farmer that wants to be sure that they have income and that they can continue doing what it is they are doing. Once a week there comes a big car and they bring us the stuff. For example, I don't know, 60 kilograms of carrots in container that is used over and over again. 2 people from the Berliners, from the people that wanted this to eat this stuff or that pay monthly for it, are waiting here and helping to bring it in the basement and bring the old containers from last week back up. And then during the day, during the opening time of the swap shop, all the people, for example, I think we have around 30 users for the one of today, are coming to pick up their vegetables. And this means some of them are even here. And yeah, they go in our basement. It also enables us, I mean, we like to support such a project. They also are able to give us a little bit of money to support our rent, so it also helps us. And it's kind of like a win-win-win situation. The farmers know that even if something happens to them, they get sick or for some reason something happened and they're unable to provide the goods, they would still be supported monthly and have this safety. The people in Berlin know they get super high quality, they know who their farmer is, they know it's organic, they know it's regional. The environment wins because it's without packaging and because it's local. And it's just meant to create a healthier system, a healthier possibility for us to get our food in a more sustainable way. We go to the shop, we don't know who made our food, where, in which conditions, were they fairly paid, were they paid at all? Sometimes it's children work. Who is doing it, under which conditions? I want to know. And when I met that guy, the farmer, he was here to explain about the things, to get more people to sign up and to be members of this. I was just like, oh my God, it's amazing. I can look at directly at the person that makes my food. He can explain to me his motivation to make this food for me. And I fucking found it awesome and amazing. And it's a really good experience.
Oh, yeah. I always put the nice, sentences there.
Ja, jetzt bin ich am S-Bahnhof Neukölln. Ich lasse es gerade noch mal ein bisschen Revue passieren, was ich erlebt habe, was ich gesehen habe. Und ich bin erstmal total glücklich, dass ich Menschen getroffen habe, die wirklich konkret was machen, die wirklich was umsetzen. Das finde ich super. Ich glaube, es kann so eine Gefahr sein, dass man dann denkt, ja, da ist jetzt so ein kleiner Laden und da kann ich Sachen kaufen, die andere weggeworfen hätten, oder da kann ich irgendwas tauschen. Und das ist schon so ein kleiner Laden gegen die riesigen etablierten wirtschaftlichen Strukturen in unserer Welt. Und ich denke aber, dass man genauso nicht denken sollte, weil alle Neuerungen ja eigentlich damit beginnen, dass Menschen irgendwo im Kleinen etwas Neues denken, etwas Neues ausprobieren, etwas Neues umsetzen, was noch ungewöhnlich ist, was vielleicht noch nicht jeder ernst nimmt. Und dann wandert es ins Bewusstsein der Menschen. Und es verändert das Bewusstsein. Es verändert die Denke. Und von dort aus verändert es dann irgendwann auch die Taten. Ja, in diesem Sinne bin ich sehr froh über das, was ich erlebt habe. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag. Tschüss!